All to play for in Kazakhstan's probably not what all the Celtic fans thought they were going to hear from the Celtic admin come full time, but it's what they've posted as it ended Celtic nil, Kazakhstan's Kairat, sorry, God, I even forgot their name, nil. So yeah, time for the fans react. If we judge what happened at Parkhead tonight, the boos, the chance of sack the board, I've got a feeling this comment section could be a bit spicy, but yeah. Let's dive into it. Mikey Moore, Limmy's loving it. Great success. There you go. This is what happens when you settle for mediocrity. Utter shambles. Sack the board, says Bricky. Yo, I can see why you're pissed off at the board, right? But you don't need. Celtic did not need to spend 50 million in this transfer window to beat this team, man. That tonight is on Rodgers and the players. It just gives them a get out of jail free card. Here, they've been phenomenal. Look at my titles they've won, cups they've won, etc., etc. Right? Trust me, I know. But they should be beating that team tonight. It's not just the board's fault, man. I think it's weak just blaming the board. Benny's football tip says that's genuinely more embarrassing than the Rangers result. I have no affiliation to either team, but how did you not win that tonight? Yeah, I mean, they should be winning it. Like I said in the review, I mean, this team, out of all the professional teams that Scottish teams have taken on so far, this team ranked 9th out of 9th. Una Strasbourg were 10th, but obviously they're not professional. And Dundee United put them to the sword, didn't they? Declan says that's absolutely fucking shocking. Shocking. You're best. Could see that coming a mile off. The board have blood on their hands. Hopefully the Kairat goalkeeper's alright, man. He had blood over his head. It was a nasty one. Danny says, fuck you. Throwbacks to the Sharks. Throwback to the Sharks. Hedgehog bets not laughing at Russell Martin anymore. We won the head-to-head last season too. To add insult to injury. Alright, he says Celtic fans aren't laughing at Russell Martin. I mean, they probably are still laughing at Russell Martin now. I mean, I just want to... Don't even want to think about Russell Martin, man. I tell you what, see over the last two nights, whether it was Rangers or Celtic, two absolute brutal games of football. Brutal. Some of the worst football I'll ever see. Couldn't you beat goat farmers for Kazakhstan? Yous lot are fucking shite. Red fan loyal. Boo. See it? I don't even know if I'm not going to attempt to say that. Was that? I don't even know, man. I don't even know how. I wouldn't know where to begin. Charlie says I don't want to talk about it. One of the most embarrassing displays of football I've ever seen in my 22 years of being on this earth. Aberdeen fan says scoring against Kairat isn't for everybody. Kenny McLean get a goal 10 years ago in the 2015-16 Europa League. There you go. There you go. McBride Ace, sack the board. Scotland shame. Fraser Campbell, if you plan on playing like this, don't bother travelling, to be honest. Embarrassing, and the board is to blame for all of this. Are they though? I mean, come on. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, if you plan on playing like this, don't bother travelling, to be honest. Yeah. And has the board made them play like this? Oh, but the board haven't signed players. I just don't understand the logic here. I mean, Nygren and Tierney, right? But probably Celtic's best two players alongside Forrest tonight. The pressure on the Celtic board to sign a striker last summer. What about that guy up front tonight? Big Adam. What was he doing? He was doing EO. Like they subbed off at half time. He was brutal. Absolutely fucking trash performance. Sacked the board. See you in the Europa. Keep the board. Utterly embarrassing. TV in Scotland tomorrow. Old Firm playing like San Marino. Here, I said in the preview show, right? There's a scenario where Rangers, Celtic and Aberdeen are all playing in the Europa League. I mean, Rangers are more than halfway there. Celtic are on the way if they don't up it. Well, Aberdeen, well, I'm not expecting Aberdeen to beat Stade Bucharest, but you never know. John Paul says, what the fuck was that? Sean says, fuck the board. Matthew Shevlin says, fucking embarrassing, far too many in that squad shouldn't be Celtic players. Embarrassing performance. Fucked up pretty much every basic of football tonight. All to play for. Take a fucking day off. An embarrassing result at home. The complete minnows. Yeah, they shouldn't be. Whoever's the admin shouldn't be saying it's all to play for. You know, all to play for is what you say when you draw against a decent team at home and you're going away. It's like, a wee bit disappointed, but you know, you never know what's going to happen away. Theoretically, Celtic should be winning they should be winning like 4-0 tonight, and then it should be like, right, let's win away as well. Here, Coefficient Cup. Do we want to get the file-ins out for the Coefficient Cup because it's done? Fuck the board. I've already read that, haven't I? I had to pause it there and reply to a lot of the chat there in the review. All to play for. I've already read that. Very nice. Drawing to a team with the whole squad are worth €12.5 million, and Cameron Carter-Vickers is worth €14 million. Lost to a team less than one player. More embarrassing than Rangers last night. I mean, losing 3-1 to Club Brugge ain't embarrassing, even though it's at home, right? It's the manner how Rangers lost 3-1 to Club Brugge. Like, the first 20 odd minutes was the worst I've ever seen, man. Honestly, it was disgusting. But 0-0 against this team is really bad. I mean, both are ranked wrong. Let's know, honestly. But obviously Celtic get more of a chance because I mean, Club Brugge are better than Kairat. Don't even need to explain. Embarrassing. Fuck you all, trash ass team. Rangers are better next time. When I got money on the line. He's not a happy man. Sack the board. Progress, not profit. Brendan Rodgers with his innovative new brand of football. Cancer ball. Oleg, with this board, we don't deserve to play in any tournament in Europe. They don't want to invest. They can't handle a team like Kairat. They don't give the coach what he wants. They don't respect the fans. We're not the best we can be, and all this thanks to the stingy board. Summers. Celtic are very lucky to get away with a draw tonight. Very lucky to have 11 men on the park in the end. Injured one goalkeeper and tried to do the same to the replacement goalkeeper. I mean, that's probably the most Celtic did, apart from Maida's shot on target. Rather poetic that Israeli midfielder Ofri Arad totally dominated midfield at Celtic Park with a Jerusalem masterclass against, according to many, arguably the most anti-Semitic football club in recent football in history, proud son of Israel. See the protest, right, before the game. It wasn't every Celtic fan, it was like 15 people, right, but still 15 people. See the protest before the game about wanting to ban Israeli players for like going into Parkhead. To me, that's crazy, right? Because you had players from, I don't know if they were Russian and Belarusian, right? Maybe they were, but they were pointing out that they had Russian and Belarusian citizenship, right? Two countries that are obviously, well, Russia's at war against Ukraine, as we all know, and Belarus is essentially backing the Russians, right? It's like, where do you draw the line? Is every single person every single person from a country responsible for the war or crimes that are being committed by said country? I just think it's ridiculous, man. You know, if the UK went to war, the Mora, should America be refusing every single one of us entry? Like, if we were sports stars, I mean, where is the line being drawn now? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. Phantom. I've had a season book at Parker's for 5 decades, and that's the worst performance I've ever witnessed. Arguably the worst ever Scotch performance in Europe. How do we fix this mess, boys? He's a Rangers man, him. Cooper's left peg. Sack the board. Berger, 1690. That's what happens, you obsessed fuckwits. He's finding it funny. Stephen R. Parr, such little passion or urgency shown tonight. A real disappointment to watch this board, or the board, to invest in this team immediately. New players are required ASAP. He spews some shite, him, doesn't he, man? Tell you what, see if you're a gambling addict, don't follow him, because you'll lose all your money. Chances are, though, if you're a gambling addict, you've already lost all your money, but you know my point. Rangers spells. Yous are fucking pish. 10 minutes had it on for nothing, they still can't score. At least Club Brugge are a good team worth 180 million quid, whatever that pub team was who are worth 10. Yeah, they're not worth a lot, are they? Cambridge Jails, Grok, who's the lowest ranked side left in the Champions League? It'll be this Derry team. Is this the stats here? I mean, that's crazy stats, isn't it? Absolute crazy stats. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel didn't make a save, but they did have it in the back of the net and had a few headers. I tell you what, he did have to make a save. There was a header late on where he saved it on the line, but he caught it on the line. Over corners, that was a decent bit. Let's see, get Vardy in, get somebody in, every pass backwards or sideways. No movement up top, easy 10-yard pass, not making it to feet or completely off the mark. And under 18s would have delivered a better performance. This is the worst Celtic team I've seen in my lifetime, and the board is doing absolutely nothing about it. What the fuck? K-Man says absolute joke. So, the worst Celtic team he's seen in his lifetime? What is he, 4 years old or something? Because I tell you what, that team during COVID was fucking rank rotten anyway, folks. That's us signing it.